So we are here at Hamilton City Hall with the Mayor Horwath. Actually, this meeting was long due since she became the mayor. So anyway, Mayor, first of all, thank you so much for affording some time from your such a busy schedule.
It's absolutely my pleasure. Thank you for coming.
Okay, so you were doing so good at the provincial level politics. So what inspired you to come to municipal politics?
I started in municipal politics.
Yeah.
I was first elected in 1997
Yeah.
to Hamilton City Council,
Yeah.
and I served until 2004,
Yeah.
and then I got elected to the Ontario legislature.
Yeah.
And I just felt like I had learned so much
Yeah.
over my time at Queen's Park that I could maybe benefit my city by coming back and seeing if the people of Hamilton would give me the honor of serving as their mayor. And so here I am.
Okay, and working at the provincial level and understanding the city politics, how it's helping you, because we have worked at both the levels.
Well, I've built a lot of relationships at Queen's Park, both on the political side, but also some of the bureaucracy, if you will. I understand how Queen's Park works, and there's a saying that municipalities are the children of the province, because the province has a lot of power and kind of control over what happens at the municipal level of government. And I also know that much of the everyday needs of the people of a city are met not just through property taxes, but through provincial programs and provincial funding. And so all of these things are things that I'm quite aware of. And I think that helps me in my ability to help advocate for my city.
Okay. While leader of the NDP, you were the champion, you were the voice of Hamilton people at the Queen's Park. So how that is helping you now, after becoming the mayor?
Oh, that's a very good question, because a lot of people were worried that being the opposition of the current government, it would be a problem. But it's not that at all. The number of cabinet ministers and the premier, I speak to them regularly, and they've been quite positive, and they always take my calls, and when they can, they help, and they know that I'm always ready to push a little harder to help the people of the city of Hamilton. So it's actually been it's been quite good. Even during the election campaign, Premier Ford said some positive things about my passion for the city, and that he would be happy to work with me if I got elected, and it's been that way. And we're getting a lot of investments here in Hamilton, and that makes the province happy too, because it's more jobs and better for the economy and all of those things.
Okay. Mr. Duka was also a leader of a Liberal Party along with you. He also jumped into municipal politics, now Mayor of Vaughan, and now Bonnie Crombie is going to the provincial level from the city.
I guess switch, kind of, right? Everybody's switching places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it goes hand in hand.
Yeah, well, and you're representing the same people, just in a different way.
Yeah.
Right.
So as you said that you know the city so well, and you were representing at the municipal level, then went to provincial level. What are the major challenges you think the city of Hamilton is facing while growing?
Well, so I'm glad you said while growing, because we have an amazing opportunity here, and we are seeing investment. And as you can see out our window here, we have buildings being built in our downtown. We've got a lot of investment coming with an LRT that we're hoping comes sooner rather than later. We've had an announcement of all of our entertainment facilities in the downtown through a partnership with OVG and Live Nation. So our facilities are really in bad shape. We can't afford to fix them ourselves, and so we have this public-private partnership that's going to be investing over $260 million in those assets. So these are all very positive things, and of course, we met our housing target for 2023. In fact, we exceeded it. So we built about 120% of what we thought we might build, so well over 4,000 units, which is very exciting. But at the same time, we have a serious challenge with with people who are unhoused or underhoused. So the cost of housing is very high. The cost of rent is very high. We have lots of unhoused people living in parks and in different parts of public spaces in our city. And I would say that is the major challenge that we're facing right now, is the housing crisis.
Yes. So in Brampton, we are seeing that hundreds and thousands of students are coming there and living in, while they're studying in far off areas, but still they prefer to live in Brampton. What is the situation in Hamilton?
We also have students coming from other parts of the world. We have a number of post-secondary education institutions, which is an asset for us. So we have Mohawk College, we have McMaster University, we have Redeemer College, and we have some private operators too, educational institutions that are private, and that causes us challenges as well in terms of student housing. In fact, we're seeing, thankfully, and I'm very grateful for this because it's well needed and for a long time has been. McMaster is building. Has just built a building downtown for graduate students. They're building on site on their campus housing for their students. We know that that's something that Mohawk College is looking at as well. Redeemer College is looking at that as well, because as you know, when there isn't enough student housing, the housing then in the community is bought up by landlords and split up into small little units and lots of students in one place, very unhealthy living conditions, very unsafe. I know Brampton particularly has real challenges with the safety of young people who are working at these, well, some would say some of those places where students are getting their education are not the most above board. They're not the most respectful places, and then students who are international students then try to find work to try to pay for their accommodations, and they get exploited by employers as well. And it can be a very dangerous situation. We don't have as much of that nature of a problem here in Hamilton, but we do have a crisis around student housing, definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were so close to the South Asian community when you were leader of NDP at the provincial level, attending many of their events, and they also like you so much, honestly. Okay, so now Hamilton is a very diverse city, very multicultural oriented city. Yeah. So I'm sure you must be having good relation with them. That relation is in continuous process.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, we just had the Sikh Heritage Month celebrations kick off here.
And by the way,
it
was introduced at your time when Jagmeet was the
leader. We brought forward that bill.
And then it was adopted at the federal level.
It was, we're pretty proud of that. I'm pretty proud of that, as Jagmeet is, I'm sure, as well. So we kicked off Sikh Heritage Month, but we do have significant diversity in our city. I hosted an iftar here at City Hall not too long ago. I'm sure that we'll be seeing some activities around Vaisakhi and Khalsa Day, all of that. So it's a smaller scale, but lots of times I would see the Hamilton community at the events in Toronto. So I'm looking forward to seeing them here at home.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mayor. There are so many questions I can ask you, but I know the constraint of time. You want to give any message to all those people who are watching you at this time, and people of Hamilton, people of Ontario?
I would just say that I continue to enjoy and feel very proud of the work that I do. I'm somebody from the community, and my heart and soul is about Hamilton, always has been, but I've learned so much from so many people around the entire province. And I want to say thank you for being so willing to develop and establish relationships with me. They haven't ended. I'm still here, and I work very closely with my community here in Hamilton, and will continue to support the beautiful diversity of everyone in Hamilton and in Ontario and in Canada. That's what we're made of. That's who we are.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.